Hi everybody, today on Weekly Western News with Willyout. I'm your host, Willyout, and today I've got 7 news stories to tell you this week, starting with story number 1, everybody, the most important story to set off the rest of this movie. It has been we have recently found out there's now a really weird, strange smell coming from a very famous individual called Mike Hunt. We do not know why or how this has happened, but Mike Hunt is smelling quite weird. I don't know how Mike will do. Yeah, as Mr. Hunt, he's Mr. Mike Hunt. Actually, he's not doing quite well after hearing this. And this is story number 1, and we will now be moving on to story number 2. For our second story, we have found out that beards, yes, beards, something that we use to cover our face. Even I have a beard myself. They have now been banned in more. We do not know why or how this has happened, but this is really affecting society in a very negative way, as men are now being forced to shave off their beards. This is really sad news, but eventually we hope that we can surpass this law of keeping a beard with free will. Now that's story number 2. We will now be moving on to story number 3, everybody. For our third story, we have found out from the Poppadom company that Poppadom bowling balls, yes, Poppadom bowling balls, they're now being mass produced. We do not know why or how this has happened, but this is really good due to the fact Poppadoms are now being recyclable, which means that they can cause less global warming for the planet. Anyhow, this is story number 3, and to summarise the story, Poppadom bowling balls are now being mass reproduced, and they will eventually replace the current bowling ball in society. Story number 3, and now we're moving on to story number 4. A bit of a very confusing story, but it's come to my attention that the orange juice company has not been using orange juice but bum juice. This is really confusing because we have not been drinking orange juice, Jenna. We have been drinking bum juice. This is really confusing considering the events of the orange juice factory going strike, but due to the fact I can't speak. The orange juice company, yes, the orange juice company, they are now going to war with the apple juice company. This is similar to the pizza and burger war that we have had previously. Anyhow, we will be right back with you after this short ad break.
Do you ever want to drink some tea? Well, I've developed a new solution. A chocolate teapot. New with chocolate and teapot. Helping you have tasty tea again. Please purchase this. Thanks to the teapot, I can drink a tea. I can drink my tea very well again. Hey, chocolate orange, isn't this chocolate tea very good, chocolate orange? Ooh, I say Charlie Clerk, this chocolate tea is really good from the chocolate teapot. Another satisfying customer, please purchase this chocolate teapot from me.
For our 5th story, we have found out that the world's population has been miscounted again. It now hits 2 billion. We do know why and how this has happened. This is due to the mass reproduction rate of children, which adds on to the current population of the world. This is really good and very bad at the same time, due to the fact that this will cause a scarcity in food, which means there will be less food for society. Anyhow, this is story number 5. We are now moving on to the next story. You can now change the weather by brainwaves, according to some people. We do not know why or how this has happened, but apparently we've not been using our brains in the right way. We have really powerful brains that it says that we only use 20%, not even 20% of them, less than that. And if we were to use a majority of it, we were able to control things. But apparently, according to some people, they have been able to now use their brainwave to change the weather, which means that if you don't want a sad rainy day, you can now make a nice sunny day by using your brainwaves. Oh, for a long story, we have found out that some really terrible news actually. The most iconic duo, pizza and pasta. They don't identify as Italian. They don't die. Give me a minute to reflect. They now identify as something else. We commonly stereotype pizza and pasta to be Italian, but according to an interview with Pizza and Pasta, they believe they are African American. You don't know why or how this has happened, but now Pizza and Pasta, now they claim they're African American, so we cannot call them Italian anymore. This is Wiktor Willyout with Wiktor Willyout. No, this is Weekly Wednesday News with Wiktor Willyout, and this is Wiktor Willyout signing off. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Goodbye.
Kian, come and sit on my face. I want you to be the first guy that I've rimmed. Then I'll be going live again. Why won't you show me?